mighty name. Well, today we're going straight into what we have to do. We've lost about 15 minutes, but trust me, so much is in store today. I'm super excited to see you. Now, if you were part of the morning broadcast, the prayer broadcast, would you go ahead and just give me a sign of fire? If you contacted the fire of God this morning, just go ahead and just give me a sign of fire. Just text out fire. I mean, what a meeting we had today in the morning. Now, listen, if you don't join in the morning, I honestly don't know what to say to you. But you can go on my YouTube page and on our Facebook page, on the same page, and watch the broadcast again before you sleep. I've got a big announcement, a very good news to share with all of us who are part of the broadcast today. And I'm going to leave that good news until tomorrow morning when we have the Power Friday. So join us. Wow. I can see so much fire everywhere. If you don't have fire on your page, you better create one. Even if you were not part of it, would you go ahead and just say, hey, you know what? Even if I was not in the meeting, I have fire too. Amen. I have fire, you know. Wow, what a great meeting we had today. And like I said, I have a great announcement to make tomorrow. So keep in touch as I make that significant announcement tomorrow. It's going to be a great one. Good news for every one of us. Okay, let's get straight into our discuss for today. And the first thing we want to deal with is a question. Someone has reached out to me and asked a question. Singles, single parents, couples, I'm going to be asking you this question, and I need your help to be able to answer this question. Hi, Pastor Sam. I am born again, and the person is giving me permission to make the question public. Hi, Pastor Sam. I'm born again, a single mom, and how can I become financially independent without having to sleep with a man to get money? Everywhere I turn, someone wants me to sleep with him before getting favors, even though I am qualified for it, including some men who are married in my church. What must I do? Talk to me. Here is a single mom who wants to live a righteous life. She wants to provide decent living for her children, and so she's ready to work hard. And actually, she's competent in whatever she does. But then here she has a situation whereby almost at every door she knocks to get the job she deserves, someone is asking her to sleep with him. The question is, should she go ahead and sleep with them? After all, God is merciful and our God is gracious. What do you think? Should she go ahead and sleep with them in order to get the job so she can take care of her kids? She's got school fees to take care of, house rent to take care of. She doesn't have a responsible man in her life to provide for her. And if she is to say no, and she's going to turn her back on this opportunity to get a job by just sleeping with a man, how is she going to pay her bills? I really need your help to know how to counsel this woman. Talk to me, everybody. What is she expected to do? Someone needs to talk to me. What should I tell her to do? I'm waiting for all of your comments. What is she to do? Okay, someone says she should trust God. Now, get it right. She has a bill to pay. She has school fees to pay. Someone said, let her turn her back. Isha said, let her turn her back. God will provide. Wow. Esosa said, if she starts sleeping with this man, she won't be able to stop. So don't start at all. Wow. Is someone hearing? Don't start at all. If you start, you'll not be able to stop. Whoa. Someone said, Ngozi said, that's the order of the day, but ensure to take your stand for Christ, and he will come true for you, seeing your faith and stand up for your faith. Wow. Antonia says she should not sleep with them. I went through that too. And Antonia, this is the kind of testimony I want to hear. Antonia said she should not sleep with them. I went through that too. And I held on to God, and God came through for me. Antonia, thank you for that counsel. Jaja says she should go to God and seek direction. Thank you. Antipat, you said stand your ground and say a big no to that while being prayerful. Keep pushing your business and be strategic. That is coming from Antipat, a woman who is actually succeeding in this world where she's dealing with sharks. Is that okay? Auntie Patricia, thank you, ma'am. God is a God of provision and will. Mama, I take that seriously from you because I know that that is coming from a mother's heart. Sandrine, don't sleep with them, but look at what you are good at and use it to make profit. If it is cooking, start cooking and sell it to friends and community. Wow. Shioma said she should say no and move on to the next opportunity. The men asking for sex shall not be an excuse for her to sin against God. Whose favor? I like this. Shioma said the men who are asking you for sex shall not be the excuse for you to give them sex, only for you to sin against the God who will give you favor. I like this one. Sashi, firstly, well done for your stance, woman of God. Thank you, Sashi, for encouraging this woman. Please do not let anyone make you do anything you don't want to do. Our God is able to do abundantly above all we need. Keep trying and yours will come. Besides, looking for a formal job, what skills you do have you considered doing a business? She's actually in business. Wow. There's so much counsel going on here. Isha said that's the devil at work. They attack in so many ways. Let her pray for more wisdom. Okay, this is becoming very interesting. Okay, now very quickly, I want to move on to the second question. You've all given me thoughts that I will really have to process and figure out how to blend your counsels together. Oh my God. Peace just gave a powerful counsel. Listen to what Peace said. No man is worth trading your faith in God for. Peace, thank you. No man is worth trading your faith in God for. Auntie Patricia said, remember the message of today. Fan the flame. Wow. Okay. Number 2 question. I need your answer. Hello, Pastor Sam. I am single. I am over 30. I want to know why I am always attracting married persons instead of serious-minded singles. What could be responsible for this trend? Somebody wants to know from me what to do. Why am I always attracting married persons? In fact, the way the person puts it is this. I have married men and women. It all depends on whether you're a married man or single. There are married men, married women, single, lined up. Everyone I can look at, married. Why am I attracting married persons? Can anybody help us out? Why is it that a lot of single ladies and single brothers are attracting married persons? If you want to speak for the women, go ahead and tell us. Why do some single women just notice that they just attract lots of married men? Why is it that married men sad enough, even church married men. Why is it that some ladies seem to have something that says, hey, come, married man, I'm here? And why is it that some guys who have some married women, including women enough to be their mom, just being drawn to them? What could be responsible for that, and what should this person do? Your counsel will be very important. Talk to me now. I'm waiting for your counsel. What should this person do? Why am I always attracting married persons? Queen Glenda said it's a spirit. My God. She said it's a spirit. There's a demonic spirit that is pulling them in your direction. Take authority over that spirit, and you will notice that they will walk away from you. Rebuke the devil, resist him, submit to God, and he will flee away from you. So why do we attract married men, married women? Why? Somebody said it's the agent of darkness, monitoring spirit. Oh my God. Now another person, Chioma, said, no, there are many married, many single men around her, but she is the one that wow. Chioma said, she is the one that notices the married men because of economic standards she has. Wow. So there is an activation system in her that causes her to recognize married men instead of single men. Amazing. Man, that is really amazing. Sandrine said, your mindset, what you are programming your mind, that's what you need to change. And take a look at your attitude, what you are doing. Wow. In essence, she's attracting what her mind has already programmed. So she's attracting what she's thinking. Sandrine, this is really impressive. Sarah Bala said she needs to check within. Maybe there's something she is doing wrongly. Wow. Wow. Godwin said she should put herself in the place of Joseph. Her greatness is tied to how she handles and overcomes this. What a word. Her greatness is tied to her ability to overcome going out with married men. I get you now, Joseph. So, Joseph, what you're saying is that Godwin, what you're saying is that Joseph had a married woman coming at him first. And when he overcame the married woman, God brought him a single woman. So what you're saying is that she needs to overcome this for that which God has assigned to her to come. What a very, very great counsel. Success said you need to watch your company. Maybe you are in a company or in a relationship with people that causes you to attract such kind of persons. Amazing. Wow. Jane said it could be as a result of secret desires that some ladies have that they may not be aware of or that they haven't yet acknowledged. Wow. So a secret desire in a woman for men who are maybe of that particular class can cause a woman who is single to be attracting married persons. Jane, thank you for your insight. Jennifer, I love Jennifer, the way you're starting your own. Jennifer said, I have that issue when I was single, but I consciously made up my mind not to like them. Jennifer, I feel like giving you a high five. Jennifer, thank you. Listen to what Jennifer said. Jennifer said, I have that same issue when I was single, but I consciously, listen, please, can you go ahead and share? Listen, a lot of singles need to hear what we're discussing today. Would you go ahead and share the video right now? Everybody, you're a couple, you're married, please, single parents, kindly share the video now I am doing the same. This is really getting exciting for me. Wow. I'm coming back to Jennifer's statement. This is really, really impressive. Okay. So Jennifer said, I had the same issue, but I consciously made up my mind not to like them. I prayed and God helped me flee from all appearance of married men coming close to you with their evil intention. So Jennifer, you prayed and you fled away from them. Thank you so much. And you're married now, by the way. I know you're happily married. God bless you for that, man. God bless you. Molly said, I will leave him, but it's 10 years together and I have a daughter. Did you hear what Molly's saying? Molly said she's going to leave the man even though they are 10 years together because she has a daughter. Wow. Antonia said, deal with this spiritually. Molly, I'm going to be working with you. Thank you, Molly. I'm going to get in touch with you. Molly sent me a chat later today. I'm going to be working with you and helping you by the grace of God. And by the way, this tribe, this community is together with you. You're not going to be alone. We're going to be praying with you. We're going to be encouraging you, Molly. Thank you for choosing to do what is right. You are becoming a role model to your daughter. And it's never too late to tell your daughter, hey, mommy got it wrong in the first 10 years, but mommy has decided to get it right in the last 10 years. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so very much. What a great example you are. Wow, listen, I love all of your answer. Now, Chantel said, the same used to happen to me, and then I prayed to God because it made me angry. Now they have stopped coming. Somebody's just getting it now. You can pray. Chantel says she prayed, and God has stopped all of them from coming. Time wasters. Listen, they will come and sleep with you while they are busy building their future with their wives. And so you are just an object to be used and not a person to be loved. They are wasting your time, making you send away the favor of God whilst your own destiny is being wasted, and they will go back to their family. No, we all need to say no to that. Wow, thank you all so very much. Please, now everybody, I need you to share the video right now. I need to see you share the video. If you have not shared the video yet, go ahead and share today's video. It's important that we do that right now. Wow. It's important that we do that right now. Everybody, I'm going to be sharing some very mind-blowing stuff with you today. Whether you are single, you're married, whatever your status is, what I'm about to share with you today will be tremendously impactful. So I need you to quickly get on board. Share the video. Let some of your friends get on board with us. I am doing that also. Okay, Songs of Solomon chapter 2 in verse 15. Songs of Solomon chapter 2 in verse 15. One verse that will act as a foundation for what I'm going to be rounding up today. And tomorrow will be the moment a lot of you have been asking me for. Tomorrow is going to be the highly interactive session. We're going to be dealing with all kinds of crazy questions that some of us may consider to be crazy. You're single mother, couples, we're going to be dealing with that. And then I will let you know when we'll be having the exclusive sessions for singles and single parents. And then we're going to be dealing with couples exclusive. Right? So let's get going today. And what we need to do right now is to look at Songs of Solomon chapter 2 in verse 15. And I use the NLT version. Songs of Solomon chapter 2 in verse 15. The NLT version. Catch all the foxes. Catch all the foxes. The little foxes, those little foxes, they are not big foxes. They are not the big things. We're talking about the little things. Catch all of them. Identify them and catch them. Why? Those little foxes have the capacity to destroy the vineyard of love. Singles, listen carefully today. There are things that causes breakups in relationship. Single moms, there are reasons why you attract some persons. Single men, there are reasons why you attract some people into your life, and some of them should actually have been your spouses. They should have become your spouses. But because of the little foxes that you didn't deal with, that they didn't deal with, that those little foxes ended up destroying your marriage vine, your relationship vine. So we want to look at those foxes, attitudes, negative behaviors, negative actions, emotional wounds from the past, unresolved memories of past events that still hurts, how they influence and destabilizes the health of your relationships. I'm going to say that again. Foxes are negative behaviors, negative actions, negative attitudes, emotional wounds, and unresolved memories of past events that are still influencing your actions, behaviors, attitudes, and the rest of it, such that they destabilize your relationships, marriage, and the rest of it. They even affect how you raise your kids. We want to look at all of those negative behaviors today. We've been able to mention some of them, and I just want to zoom in on one of them today. Very quickly, can we all begin to mention all the ones that I've mentioned so far? Can I begin to have you quickly mention them? Which ones do you remember? Which ones do you remember that I've shared so far? The foxes that you remember. Go ahead and share with me the foxes that you remember. Yes, I'm waiting on you. Somebody said past hurts. That's very correct. The fox of irresponsibility. The fox of rigidity. The fox of contempt. God bless you. Go ahead. The fox of irresponsibility. Yes. The fox of negative attitude. The fox of unfaithfulness. Good. So you've all been mentioning quite a number of those great foxes. Let me quickly run through, and then I will touch on the main fox that I want us to deal with very quickly today. So far, we have mentioned the fox of irresponsibility. What we are simply saying is that if you are in relationship with anybody, single parent, married, if you are in a relationship whereby the other party carries all of the responsibility or most of the responsibility, and you don't carry any significant responsibility in the relationship, or you always evade responsibility, you always avoid getting involved in carrying responsibilities, so your partner is the only one carrying the burdens of your relationship, your marriage. Now, over time, such a person is going to feel overburdened by your irresponsible act, or you will feel overburdened by the irresponsible act of your partner. And that will begin to cause a strain and a drift in the relationship. The point we're trying to make is very simple. The key to having a healthy relationship is for both partners to be mutually responsible. Take note of that. Mutual responsibility. Here's what I want to say by when I talk about mutual responsibility. Mutual responsibility doesn't mean that we have to do things equally. What that simply means is that everybody must be doing something meaningful. Meaning that if I can bring the money, can I be the one who helps to fix the house? Can I give energy where I can't give money? Can I give encouragement where I don't give money? The question is this. Let's come down to a question here. What is the value of your presence in a relationship? See, that is what the question of responsibility deals with. What is the value of your presence in a relationship? Write that down. What is the value of your presence in a relationship? In essence, a partner will want to know, are you an asset or you're a liability? Are you a giver or you're a taker? As you look at the progress of a relationship or a marriage, you want to ask yourself as a wife, a husband, a fiance, a single mom, single dad, as you look at the ecosystem of your relationship, the dynamics of it, the success of it, and the will-be success of your relationship. Here is the biggest question. What is the value of your presence in the relationship? What is your contribution to the stability and the health of the relationship? Responsible partners make their presence count in a relationship. I'm going to say that again. Responsible partners make their presence count in a relationship. Very big question you need to deal with today. What is the value of my presence in a relationship? For those of you who are married, you want to ask yourself, if my husband is the one that goes to work. Okay, so I need to deal with the couples now. So if my husband is the one that goes to work, now, and I am home, maybe I have kids or I don't have kids. My question then becomes, in what way am I going to make sure that my presence in the relationship counts? Helping with the kids, helping with domestic responsibilities, and making sure that I take care of the romantic plans for the relationship. Because if he's all out there thinking about how money will come home, men usually don't think in multiple directions. He may not be thinking about romantic flowers, throwing petals on the bed, pouring petals in the bathroom to communicate and stir up love and affection. So the one that has the greatest time can make sure you bring about that value to the relationship. Now listen, reverse is the case. If you are the man who is always at home, your wife is always working, the role is reversed. Help her with some dishes. Help her do the cooking. If she's all out there making all the money, or her job is more demanding, you know she's not lazy. Sir, the value of your presence will be communicated by your involvement in the domestic affairs of that relationship. All right? So one of the things that destabilizes relationship is irresponsibility. Irresponsibility. All right? Number 2 is what I call unfaithfulness. Unfaithfulness. Relationships don't get stable in a situation whereby partners violate the trust of one another. If you violate your marital trust by doing things that are against your vows as a couple, it breaks the relationship. If you are single, you're not married, and you have someone you want to marry, you need to learn to know that you must be trusted in order to be entrusted with a marital future. So it's important that your words are your bounds if you're single. Number 3 is what we call rigidity. Nothing steals the life out of a relationship and a marriage like a partner that is too rigid, inflexible, and someone that is not dynamic or open. It destroys marriages and relationships. Number 4 is criticism. This one destroys relationships very quickly, like an atomic bomb will destroy lives. No marriage or relationship will survive the operation of criticism. Prolonged criticism destroys relationship health. Prolonged criticism destroys relationship health. The next point is what we call ingratitude. All right? Not being able to recognize and appreciate verbally and visibly the recognition and appreciation of what your partner is doing in a verbal and visible way. Somebody said, Pastor, you don't know how very grateful I am concerning my partner, what she's doing, what he's doing. The only thing, Pastor, is I don't let the person know. But Pastor, I'm very grateful. If somebody went on to say, Pastor, I always go to give God thanks for what my partner normally does. Really? So how about your partner? No, Pastor, it's God that, yeah, God deserves the glory, but your partner needs to hear thank you. It's critical. It's critical. Gratitude is not gratitude if gratitude is not expressed. And don't forget, if you're in relationship as a single or you're married as a couple, don't forget that you must learn to celebrate efforts, not just results. Ingratitude kills relationship. The next point is contempt. When we are talking about contempt, we're saying that one partner feels belittled, treated in a way that shows and communicates disrespect, mockery, ridicule. Hence, the person feels despised. The person feels that you are asserting your authority and superiority over them. Such a thing destroys a relationship, making your partner feel less than you are. Contempt destroys marriages and relationships. The next point we mentioned was negative influence. I'm sure you're writing all of that down. Negative influence. And we said clearly that if you are still under the influence of the divorce, emotional or legal divorce of your parents, it has a way of destabilizing your marriage and relationship long after you have left them and you become an adult. In essence, the reason why you have several breakups as a single might be because the divorce of your parents, emotional divorce or legal, affected you negatively. So you're yet to heal from it, and so you're causing an innocent person to become a victim of your parents' experience. And then we talked about deficient fatherhood. How that the lack of involvement of your father in your developmental stages in life has a way of affecting you as a man or as a woman. Fatherlessness affects men and women. It affects your relationships. If your father did not play a significant role, a positive role in your life when you were growing up, it has a way of affecting your relationships, your marriages, and other interpersonal activities with other people. We also talked about insensitivity. We mentioned the fact that when you fail to recognize your partner's emotional needs, there are 5 needs, emotional needs that men have, 5 that women have. Go back to the previous broadcast on emotional needs. I've already talked about that, so go back to the previous broadcast and you will see the 5 needs of men and the 5 needs of women. If you act in an insensitive way to the needs of your partner, such that your partner begins to feel uncared for on the grounds of needs. Over time, your relationship will be strained, and ultimately, it will lead to a breakup or a divorce. The next point I mentioned was inconsistency. Inconsistency. When you have a situation whereby you as an individual find it difficult to follow through on your promise to your partner, whether you're single or married, you don't keep to your promise. You don't keep to your words. You're not holding on faithfully to what you promised your spouse. It ultimately can affect the stability of your relationship. Inconsistency. You're dating, and you said today we're going to meet at the hotel at 5 o'clock, and you don't get there until about 7, and no apology. Instead, excuses. If that continues, it's going to send a different signal to the intended party that, hey, you know what? This is not somebody I can trust with my future. Inconsistency. And then we talk about rejection. When you make your partner feel unwanted, unloved, uncelebrated, and unwelcomed, you're going to lose the person. When your partner feels unwelcomed, unwanted, unloved, and uncelebrated, you're going to lose the person. Nobody thrives in an environment of rejection. Lastly, is what I call avoidance. Avoidance. And this is where I want to quickly round up today. Avoidance. Avoidance is one terrible thing that is destroying relationships among singles, single parents, and married persons. Avoidance is a situation whereby one party in a relationship always tries to evade anything that will bring about intimacy, anything that will bring about intimate conversation or interaction. Is a subtle, subliminal behavior. It's so bad, the psychologists have found out that the people who use this as coping mechanism don't even know that their partners have read their cues. Let us talk. I'll be back. I need to attend something in the office. And then the person comes late. All right? And then if you're married, you come home. Anything that is going to bring you intimate together. And sorry, oh my God. Have you noticed where you have a case where the man is just coming from office, and in order to avoid intimacy, you begin to hear statements like, nobody asked him a question. He's just entering the office, the house from the office, and it's just like, oh my God. He was gisting on his way to the house. He was super active, laughing and giggling. In fact, he was just banging on his steering, super energetic. But as soon as he enters the house, he starts behaving like a man who has been pounded left, center, and right. Oh my God, you know what a day I've had today. I'm just so exhausted. And then he begins to send subtle cues. Like, you know, all I just want to do now is I just want to take my bath and I want to go and rest. What is he saying to his wife? Don't get close to me. It's a subliminal way of sending what you call subtle cues. Now, the problem is he thinks he's very smart. Now, if he's married to a phlegmatic wife who is more a processor, she will allow him to be acting foolishly. Today, there's this excuse. Tomorrow, there's this reason why we should not talk, why we should not be close. Now, what he doesn't know is that a phlegmatic person is gathering, collecting, gradually updating, interpreting, drawing inferences, and making conclusions from this summarized way of behaving. So here's the point. If you're the type that likes to run away from intimacy. You are single. The guy says, oh, can we meet today to have conversation? Oh my God, I don't know, honestly. The headache I'm having right now, I don't know why this headache has been pounding me. Almost, I would love to be there. And then you give excuse. Tomorrow, your car has a problem. Next tomorrow, you're having a board meeting. And on and on. You always evade intimate conversation. You've gone on for about 1 month. Those of you that are married, you've gone on for about 1 month. No sexual intimacy. Because somebody is very smart at avoiding. Now, sometimes, I'm going to share with you today how that there are two things that drives avoidance behavior. I'm going to share with you two major things that drives avoidance behavior. Trust me, the things that I'm going to be sharing with you today, somebody's not going to say, oh my God, that is me. Oh, somebody's going to say, now I see what my husband has been doing. Somebody's going to say, now I see what that guy's been doing to me. You can never build a healthy relationship with an avoidance culture. Write that down. You can never build a healthy marriage or relationship with an avoidance culture. One of the conflict resolution style that exists is avoidance. And those who avoid talking about conflict at home never resolve conflict. In the same vein, you can never build a successful, healthy relationship with an avoidance culture. If you're very evasive, you're very sneaky. When it comes to us talking about issues, you have a way of either throwing an attitude or behavior that creates a wet blanket atmosphere. You are staccato-ish in your answer. Sweetheart, can we talk about our future? Yes. How about our children? Anything? Can we talk? I'm here. What are you saying? Anything. But you're not contributing. I'm waiting for you. You know those staccato answer that you use to evade conversation. Listen, you will have your way now, but you will pay the price later. So if you're the type, oh my God, somebody said, Pastor Sam, you are breaking tables today. Well, I'm not only going to break tables today, I want to take off roofs. Is that okay? I want to pull down walls. Okay, so let me give you an example. Church people, choir mistress, choir member. Oh my God, we're having rehearsals. We're having rehearsals, every day rehearsals. In fact, you create rehearsals, even when there's no rehearsals, because it is your evasive strategy for avoiding communication. Staying back in the office to hold a meeting that doesn't exist so that you avoid your partner. Putting off your phone. There are too many subtle strategies that people use, unfortunately. Here's where the problem lies. People that use avoidance as a strategy always get buried in the utilization of the strategy, so much so that they don't know that somebody else has read them. Somebody has read your game already. Somebody's already aware of your strategy. The person may be quiet. The reality is that the day you will see the repercussion for your avoidance behavior, you will just wake up and like, what happened? And you just get a note on the bed, I am gone. Or you get a text message, the relationship is over, we are not marrying again. And you're like, what have I done? Avoidance behavior, avoidance. Now, people that always escape or withdraw from close interaction or intimate conversation, such people are called avoidant partners. Write that down. People who practice avoidance are called avoidant partners. There are single avoidant partners. There are what we call married avoidant partners. In fact, even among divorced couples who are sharing custody of children, you have avoidant behaviors. whereby any interaction that will lead to the progress of our children and the well-being of our children in this state of joint custody, somebody avoided it. So who is an avoidant partner? An avoidant partner is one who uses avoidance. What that means is very simple. An avoidant partner is one who avoids conversation, avoids intimacy. An avoidant partner is one who avoids anything romantic. And we're going to see the reason why they do that. The major goal of an avoidant partner, subtly, consciously, unconsciously, is to frustrate you. Now, the partner may say, I'm not frustrating you, but don't forget that action speaks louder than voice. It's louder than words. So it's not your words that I'm reading, it's your behavior. They call it subtle cues. All right? Now, let me tell you what drives the behavior of an avoidant partner. An avoidant partner normally functions by this culture because an avoidant partner has always been independent from childhood and loves to be independent. Here's the case. The normal of an avoidant partner is independence. Is that okay? Because that is the environment that an avoidant partner grew up in. So here's where the problem lies. An avoidant partner always likes to recreate the environment that he or she came from. So if the person grew up alone, when the person becomes married, the person will force your marriage to create the environment that makes him or her to thrive. So for an avoidant partner, whilst you are seeking intimacy, your avoidant partner will be seeking isolation. And this is not isolation like phlegmatics to get energy to come back and interact. The normal world of an avoidant partner is an independent world. The desire to always, when they are alone, when you find an avoidant partner, when he or she is alone, check it, they are super excited, more excited than when they are with you. Wow, somebody was like, yeah, I just got it now. Yeah, you just got it now, okay? So avoidant partners find more joy. Have you noticed when you want to travel, your avoidant partner is eager to help you pack your bag and drive you to the airport? Why? Your absence gives them freedom. Those are the kind of people that if you die, they will just let everybody feel like they are crying. But they have just gotten their breakthrough. It's a very dangerous thing when you're married to an avoidant partner. So people who are very emotional, who are very thoughtful, if you're married to a melancholic person who can read you from afar, a melancholic person who is married to a partner who is avoidant, a melancholic person will quickly detach his emotions from you. He will perform duty, do everything, but detach emotion and start planning his future without you. Because a melancholic person will not want to be disappointed by your absence. So you can see that whilst you are playing the avoidance game, you don't know that somebody has read your game and the person is playing a counter game. Wow, Azaza, what are you sharing today? Somebody just said, I didn't know. Tudus, what do you mean by Jakpa Jakpa? Hey, all right. I told you I'm going to take off the roofs today. And the reason I'm dealing with this is that some of you are watching right now are the ones who are playing the avoidance game. You are the one playing the avoidance game. It is dangerous because you think you are smart. Unfortunately, you don't know you are being read. You are being read. Okay? So here's what I want to say to you again. Take note of this when it comes to this avoidance game. An avoidant partner is one who loves to be independent, loves to be self-directed, loves to take decision by self. It's the only thing that matters to an avoidant partner is what an avoidant partner wants to do. That is why sometimes avoidant partners have one kind of personality that seems to run among most of them. Can anybody quickly decode that personality? Oh my goodness. If you get it, you're going to be one of my favorite students. There is a personality that drives avoidant behavior. I'm watching out for the person who is going to be very smart at getting that. What kind of personality drives avoidant behavior? I'm watching out for who's going to get it first. What kind of personality disorder drives avoidant behavior? Queen Glenda said, why do people play all this kind of game when you should just relax and enjoy your life? Honestly, that's a problem. Somebody who is an avoidant partner doesn't know how to relax and enjoy life because the person didn't grow up doing the same. All right, somebody say choleric personality, narcissistic. Wale, thank you. Most people that are avoidant partners are people who have narcissistic behavior. They are self-focused. It's all about them. They don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about the fact that you are neglected, you are not cared for. It's all about them. So long as they can find freedom in the space that makes them happy, they don't care about you. They are usually uncomfortable with intimacy. They are usually uncomfortable. So if you are single and you are dating and you just want to talk about loving issues, you want to hold the person while you're crossing the road, they don't want that. They just want to marry you, but they don't want to be intimate with you. Be careful. If you want to marry and you start seeing those signs, be careful. They use distance to protect themselves. They don't want you to get close to them. They don't want you to know more about them. So they always use distance to make sure that they avoid intimacy or intimate conversation. There are two types of avoidant partners. And I'll begin to close with this now. There is what we call past experience driven avoidant partners. Past experience driven avoidant partners. And there is what we call present experience driven avoidant partners. It's self-explanatory. There are partners who are avoidant partners because from their background, their family background, their childhood experiences, their teenage experiences, their adolescent years actually predispose them to always want to be independent. So now that they're in relationship where they need to be interdependent, they still want to be independent. So if you are a partner and you want to draw close to them, you want to make sure you are interdependent. They will frustrate you by always walking away when you are trying to run after them. Somebody understand what I'm talking about? You're pushing after them. You're loving. You're caring. And they are running. The closer you get, they are like mirage. If you've ever seen a mirage on a highway, that thing that looks like misty water right in front of you when you're driving on sunny hot days. Now when you're driving, you see a mirage. It looks like little kind of vapor right in your front. The closer you get, the farther it goes. That is a simple definition. That's the best way to describe avoidant partners. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years into marriage, the closer you get, the farther they go. Those are the kind of people that you will say, at death, you still didn't get to know them. It's a sad experience. And many are living with that reality today. Many are in such relationships today. You're married to a man, you don't know. You're married to a woman, you don't know. You are naked and not ashamed, but they are clothed and they are dignified. So what drives them is their past experiences, past encounters, past exposure, causes them to avoid intimacy. Then there are those who were not avoidant partners, but became avoidant partners because of present experiences in relationship and in marriage. You were a nice person, loving person, caring person, intimate, rubbing, loving, dovey, holding. You like intimacy. But here you are, you came into a relationship where you face constant abuse, constant rejection. So here's the game. An avoidant partner is made out of an interactive partner. Meaning you became this, you were not this. So much so that those who used to know you are beginning to say, what has happened to you? You are not the you that we used to know. You don't even know that something has happened to you. You that usually will rush and hug people, now you don't do that anymore. You have to be reminded because something has altered your original personality. So your primary personality has been altered. Now you carry a secondary personality by relationship or marriage. Oh my God, there's so much to share. My time is just fast running away. So let me move on. Okay. What are some of the common behaviors that you will use to know that someone may likely be an avoidant partner? Number one, anybody who constantly avoids and evades communication. Write that down. Please, this is critical that you write it down so that you can remember later. Number one key symptom. One of the major clinical signs. You can use to say this person has a COVID, he has a virus of avoidance behavior. Or this person is an avoidant partner. One of the symptoms is that the person will consistently always avoid conversation and will always try to evade anything that is interactive. Will not return your text, will not return your mails, will not return your calls. And when you say, let us talk, they always want to be brief because they don't want to get into conversation. The saddest part for you is that they didn't talk with you. They were brief with you. Then when they get on phone, 5 minutes later, they're having 1 hour conversation with somebody else. How frustrating that can be. That the person who doesn't want to talk with me is excited talking with somebody else all the way in Japan, giggling. And you were like, but I thought we're supposed to talk. You look like you were going to die when we're about to talk. You look like somebody that was fainting. How comes you are alive in the other room? Avoidant personality, avoidant partner. Number two, such a person intentionally forgets or ignores special occasions in your life. An avoidant partner consciously, intentionally forgets special moments and occasions in your life. Oh, I forgot. I didn't know today was a birthday. Oh my God. 5 years ago, you didn't remember. 6 years later, oh, I forgot. 7 years later, really? Is today your birthday? 9 years later, oh my God. You mean today is your birthday? Intentionally forgetful. Intentionally forgetful. The reason for that is that if I remember, it will make us get close. Number three, an avoidant partner intentionally suppresses and refuses to express his or her emotional feelings towards you. They don't like to express their feelings towards you, their gratitude, their appreciation, their affection. No, 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 no. They regulate it. They regulate the expression of it, but they show it to the children. Hey, Danny, come around. Danny, my son. Daddy, my son, come around. And she kisses Danny. She hugs Danny. She hugs Danny. Come close, Danny. I want to hug you more. And the father is watching. You've never hugged the father in the last 3 months. Same thing with you, Dad. Oh, my daughter, come around. I hug you and all of that. And the mother's never received that. Here's the point here. An intentional commitment to avoiding such intimacy is indicative of an avoidant partner. Number 4, intentionally terminating or deflecting a conversation. Intentionally terminating, we're talking, let's talk. Oh, sorry, please, I think I got you. Let's, that's okay. That's okay. Can we forget? Let's move on. Intentionally terminating or deflecting a conversation because you think it will lead to intimacy. Deliberately quenching, discouraging, or demeaning your partner's efforts to build intimacy. This is one of the major hallmarks of an avoidant partner. You are doing everything to create intimacy. You try to do things that can bring you together, but the avoidant partner can sense it. So they try to checkmate you by making sure that intentionally they throw a wet blanket into what they perceive is a move by you to create an atmosphere of intimacy. Wow, Pastor Sam, is like you're masking a lot today, right? Okay. Somebody says, so sad, no be small. All right. Let me give you one more. They are constantly seeking to have more space rather than share space with you. They always, that's how to not avoid a partner. They always like to be by themselves rather than being with you. So they make you feel that there's something wrong with you. It is the nature of an avoidant partner. Lastly, they are extremely untrusting and suspicious of their partner. They don't trust you. They don't believe in you no matter what they say to you. They don't trust you. And the proof that they don't trust you is that they don't entrust their emotions to you. They always fence off. That's how we call it. They fence off themselves. So you are in a marriage, but you are fenced off. Dr. Gottman of the Gottman Institute will say that they have stonewalled you. They are defensive and they've stonewalled you. How do you manage avoidant partners if you are single and you are in a relationship with them? How do you manage them if you are married? How do you manage avoidant partners? Number 1, recognize all the symptoms that I mentioned. Recognize the symptoms of an avoidant partner. Go back, listen to this broadcast again. Go and read about avoidant partners so you get more information about them. Recognize the symptoms, the signs that your partner is an avoidant partner. Number 2, recognize whether he is a past-driven avoidant partner or a present experience-driven avoidant partner. Was this person like this before, or did this person become like that? All right? If your partner is a past experience-driven avoidant partner, here's what you need to do. Very simple. If the person is driven by past event, stop attacking the person. Because the more you attack someone who has already been attacked growing up, the farther they will go from you. Stop attacking them. Start encouraging them. Not to be avoidant partner, start encouraging them to draw closer. Find a way to start encouraging them to draw closer. If the person is a present experience driven avoidant partner, meaning it is your relationship with the person that turned the person into an avoidant partner, then here is the rule. Stop pulling the triggers that made the person become an avoidant partner. If you stop creating the environment, they will eventually come back to normalcy. Lastly, remember to reinforce what you want and what you appreciate. Always tell your partner, look, sweetheart, don't attack their behaviors. Tell them what you want. I want us to spend more time together. Instead of saying, why is it that we don't spend time together? Attack will make them go away. But telling them what you want will make them think, sweetheart, I would love us to spend more time together. As against, sweetheart, why is it that we don't spend time together? Don't use attack. You don't get partners like that. Aggression doesn't create affection. You don't use aggression to get affection. Lastly, appreciate them and celebrate them when you find them do something good. Meaning, don't just have an eye for the bad things they do. If they do something good that you love, talk about it. Talk about it even days after. Sweetheart, you remember what you did about 5 weeks ago? I've never forgotten it. You know, when you came to help me carry that, when you helped me to do this, sweetheart, listen, it can't leave my memory. I'm just so grateful. When you begin to appreciate avoidant partners in the area that they did right, psychologists have proven that such things that you affirm will always make them want to repeat such behavior. Why? They love to be praised. They love to be appreciated. They love to be celebrated. Oh my God, there's so much to talk about. We don't have time to deal with it. I need to round up right now. Oh my God. Any question for me? Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with all the questions, and I'll mention some other things that I think might be very useful. So here's what I'm going to say to you. Would you be kind enough? All the questions you have. Somebody said, no be small work. Oh. I thank God for my life. Oh, Lord. All right, so all the questions you would like to throw at me, make sure that tomorrow you get them ready. If you can send them to me through my inbox ahead of time, I will want to attempt the questions early tomorrow. Otherwise, I will pick them up to the best of my ability during the live class. Somebody said, how do you avoid getting an avoidant partner? All right, okay, that's reinforcing what I've said so far. LS Sunlight, thank you so very much for summarizing everything that I have shared today. I really appreciate the fact that you were able to summarize my thoughts. I deeply appreciate that. Thank you, LS Sunlight. Okay. Okay, Antonia again has done the great job for us again. So all of you who want to get the summary of my discourse today, get to Antonia and make sure you get it down. Two duels. You say, Papa, I can't deal. No, you have to deal. Don't worry. Is that okay? Two duels, you will deal. Is that all right? Don't worry. It's just important that you know all of these things so that you can have good relationships. And then if you're in a relationship, you know how to deal with this situation. I love you so very much. 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're going to be having a great time. What Jerry is at 5 a.m. Nigerian time. We're going to be having a great time. It's going to be fire morning tomorrow. We're getting fire on our altars before we leave this lockdown season. Make sure you join us tomorrow, 5 a.m. in the morning. And the God of heaven will tremendously bless you. Until I see you tomorrow, 5 a.m. and 6 p.m. later in the day, this is Samuel saying, keep on keeping on. Bye-bye.